Oh, scary. Uh-oh, too spooky for me. Hey everyone, Quinta Epic here, and today we're going to be talking about Marauder 06, codenamed Spooky. He's from a detachment of Marauders for the Mobile Infantry Special Forces during the Hesperus campaign, where he was able to release the planet. Weird wording, but that's how it's said. Spooky is a soldier that has no fear and does jobs that can seem impossible, and usually doing these jobs alone. He never panics or runs, always acting calm and collected, and with no sense of humor whatsoever. But that doesn't mean he is a single Pringle. Through his reputation alone, he attracts multiple women to his side and his bed. What was the Hesperus campaign and his part in it? The Battle of Hesperus was a battle that took place 5 years after the Battle of Clendathu, when Arachnids invaded the mining planet of Hesperus, which was used to provide the fuel for the UCF fleet. So of course they would launch a counterattack against their fuel source. The counter invasion begins. First, the UCF sent in the mobile infantry to pre-established base because it would have been defensible, but it did take long till they were getting overrun by the bugs that seemed to have laid a trap for them. Turning on the electric pillars around the base brought them some time to hold off until the Marauders could land, but there were problems with that since plasma bugs were shooting at the fleet above the planet, making sending the Marauders in an issue. With that problem, the Marauders were sent in by capsule instead of drop ships. The capsule is a single-person shot that can be launched onto the surface of a planet to insert special units such as Marauders into the fray. Now back to Spooky. He landed along the second wave of mobile infantry, fighting their way to the compound, meeting heavy plasma bug and warrior bug resistance. Eventually breaking through, they reactivated the electric pillars, helping to secure the place as the bugs stopped attacking, leaving the remaining warrior bugs at the mercy of the soldiers and the Marauders. With that mission done, Spooky was picked up by a dropship and taken back to the fleet to be redeployed at a later time. Remember when we talked about the fleet getting fired upon by plasma bugs? Well, that's because of Plasma Mountain. They did their job well, destroying many fleet ships in the process, but in retaliation, the Federation sent F-76 Thunderbolts in to bomb the plasma bugs, destroying a large amount of them. But there was a problem. They were not able to reach a large plasma bug defending in the middle of the heavily defended mountain, forcing the mobile infantry with a certain Marauder 06, Spooky, to attack and destroy it from the ground. When the attack started, Spooky had the job to set beacons on a suitable landing pad for the mobile infantry to arrive at, but as with everything, something always goes wrong. A high-ranking officer's ship and mobile infantry got shut down and crashed into the side of the mountain. Then they gave the task to Spooky to find the missing officer and rescue them since communication was cut off. After a bit, Spooky was able to find General Hauser, the man he was looking for, where warrior bugs and plasma bugs were assaulting the location to kill all of them. But the stone-cold person Spooky was able to kill the plasma bug and the warriors in the surrounding area and got the general off the mountain. After that little distraction, Spooky, along with the mobile infantry, then pressed up the mountain, taking out warrior bugs and tiny plasma bugs along the way. Finding the plasma bug that was causing the problem, they fired at its tail, making it backfire and killing itself in the process, making the Arachnids not able to shoot at the fleet. Stronghold, not Stronghold Legends and not Stronghold 2 or 3, just Stronghold, maybe Stronghold Crusader. Although the plasma bugs were killed, the shots destroyed a large amount of the fleet's fuel supply vessels, leaving the fleet short on fuel to go anywhere they wanted to go after this happened. So they sent the mobile infantry and the raid strongholds deep in the bug lands to pump fuel from them. With little to no effort, it was going well. Of course, that doesn't last forever. During the pumping of fuel from the last stronghold, the Arachnids attacked. More mobile infantry with Spooky dropped to provide security for the fuel pump, using everything at their disposal from trenches, turrets, and electric pillars. When the bugs first started the attack, the soldiers were not yet able to activate the electric pillars at the time they sent a mech trooper in to activate it. But, of course, he went missing when he missed his landing point, landing outside the fence perimeter. Always something. Spooky was tasked to get the mech trooper and then take him back to the stronghold, where the mech not only made it back, but was also able to activate the fences while being protected by Spooky during the whole ordeal. The bug's ground units were struggling, so to compensate, they sent air units named Firefly to launch towards the fuel vessels to destroy them. But again, Spooky came in clutch, able to hold them off and let them fuel with no troubles. The stronghold using its power slowly started powering down, losing its power in Sector 1, turning off the hardly fought electric fences, you better believe it, and forcing the mobile infantry to retreat into the stronghold. The mobile infantry, along with Spooky, made it into the perimeter as soon as the vapor explosives deployed around the perimeter of the base to kill the incoming bugs. With 3 ships still not done getting gas, Spooky was deployed to Sector 2, and to make sure it hold off as long as possible until the tankers finished. Once all fuel was obtained, they thanked all of the mobile infantry, and I love this, that was able to defend their way out. Are you guys ready? But didn't send a rescue boat since there were very few troops alive and they deemed it too high risk. Yep, they died. Spooky was able to barely make it out when his retrieval boat landed on the roof as the mobile infantry was getting overrun to get him out just in time. At least Spooky got out. Or maybe he's a ghost. Ooh, no. The Lost Marauder. While all this is going on, PsyOps launched a secret operation without telling anybody, as they usually do, using Marauder 01 in a drop, but their capsule failed to deploy before the land, causing it to crash in a recycle center. When the mobile infantry discovered that 01 was missing, they sent Spooky to locate them. While finding his way through, they were able to locate 01 just before they died. Of course, the mobile infantry was even more shocked since they were kept in the dark about it when they found a nuclear weapon attached to Marauder 01's armor that activated with their death. Spooky was able to get to his dropship and leave before the explosion. That was the final nail in the coffin for the bug invaders, letting the fleet to finally be able to not only win, but take the planet back effectively. While we really don't know of his fate, I assume 06 is still doing missions in secret, maybe even for the PsyOps, since there is no mission to him I was able to find, which means he may be incognito. But of course, your employers can look at incognito, so just you know, don't look at anything too sus. With that being said, thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and maybe even sub, which would mean the world to me. Don't forget to suggest an idea. While I may not do it, I might just as well. You never know. Stay informed, stay amazing. I'll see you next time.